I am the Humble Seer.
Hello and welcome to the Humble Seer. So this is all the cards in the deck read, and this one is going to be titled "Here's What I Know About You." And this is one of many in the series of "Here's What I Know About You" because everybody's different, and this particular one may not resonate with you, so you'll have to wait until I put out more, or you can listen to this, which I recommend that you do, because it's either going to be about you or someone that you know or that you love, okay? Likely someone that you love. All right, so let's get into it. The first card is the sun. Oh, that's beautiful. The sun, because the sun is shining on you. It's beautiful that the reading starts out with the sun because you're someone that brings the sun to people. People love and adore you. People cherish you. People want more of you. You don't give them enough, is what I get. And the people that love you, well, they're telling other people, and those people are coming to love you. And you're growing and you're growing and you're growing because you've been under judgment all your life. You've had obstacles and fights and people putting you under judgment when in reality you could have been the one putting them under judgment, right? But you just did what you did and you carried on because again the sun is the first card that came out. Your Nine of Wands is what you're putting down. You're recognizing your skills and your talents and you're saying, no, I don't want to carry these wands anymore. They don't make sense to me. Growing up I had wands I had to carry. I had issues that I had to deal with. I had problems and people in my life that gave me the Nine of Wands, but that's no longer my story. My story is really about the Eight of Wands, all of the information, all of the communication, and it's beautiful communication coming towards me. And people are asking me, people are wanting me. I'm in demand. People want to know. Now, this is subjective, so it could be on a small scale or it could be on a large scale. It can be on a global scale, but you'll know how it fits. And then we have the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords, well, the Two of Swords comes in and it tells us that we have brave acts that are needed. And we also have friendships. But as I see it, it's brave acts because you went through a lot. Your life, here's the thing. Your life was harder than anybody that you've had friendships with or anybody that you encountered. It was just tough. But somehow you turned lemons into lemonade. And you always have been able to do that. You have that gift. And the Four of Swords, you also, with that gift of turning lemons into lemonade, you weren't the most secure person. You didn't always feel good about yourself, but you put on a brave face every day and you kept going. You kept moving. You kept getting up every day, putting one foot on the ground, then the other foot, and you stood up and you kept going. And you became creative. You created something. And many of you, it'll be a business that you've created that is going to touch the lives of many. For some, it'll be hundreds. For others, it'll be thousands. And for a very small number of you, it will be millions. But you will touch the lives of the people around you on the internet, if you have a channel, if you're on Facebook. But it didn't come without hard work. It didn't come without you putting in the time, you having those hard experiences, those life experiences that you thought would break you, those relationships that you got in that were rotten, where you were abused. You didn't think you were ever going to overcome that, but you kept putting one foot down at a time and you stood up. And you kept going. So your Seven of Pentacles tells us that your hard work is going to pay off because all of that darkness, all of those relationships that you thought were good, whether they were friendships, whether they were family, they were dark, they were cruel, they were mean, they were wicked, they were evil. They didn't serve you. is what I get. They didn't serve you. And the Three of Swords was, again, it was heartache, it was separation, because you, unlike other people, you were strong enough to leave those people behind. You know how to cut people off and say, you know what, you're dead weight. I don't need it anymore. I don't need the Ten of Swords that you're trying to give me. They're not going to serve me, those swords. I don't want them. And you didn't stay down for very long, because you're the Queen of Wands. You are the director of your own show. You always marched to the beat of your own drum. You never let other people tell you or dictate, even though people thought you were beneath them, even though people thought you don't have the strength. You would always get in your chariot and go. You would leave those people behind and you would laugh, and you would get the last laugh. You would have success. Wherever you go, you have success, because you carry the Ten of Wands, you carry the burdens, you carry people saying you're not going to make it, you're not going to be able to do it, you're stupid, you're dumb. But you always knew you weren't any of that. You always knew you were very intelligent, very capable. Actually, people made you feel that way. When you walk into a room, you're the emperor. People want to salute you like you're, I mean, it's just, it's funny, because all of your life people were trying to tear you down, but you always knew you were the emperor. You always knew you were all that in a bag of chips. You may not have always felt that way internally, but externally you showed them, and you said, you know what, I'm a fool. I take the fool's move. You people, you don't take a fool's move. No, you're not a fool. You're the fool who decides to take a risk. You have always taken chances, and you've always landed on your feet, and you've always achieved a lot, the happy squirrel. And you're getting ready to achieve that now again. It's like you know how to reinvent yourself. Like some celebrities out there, in Hollywood, they can consistently reinvent themselves, and they're around forever. And that is you. And the Knight of Wands is somebody that will come into your life from all of those bad relationships and turn it into the Nine of Pentacles, because they're the Nine of Pentacles. They're the Knight of Wands who brings the Nine of Pentacles to your life. They're bringing that to you. And the Six of Cups will come around because, people don't want to let you go. You're just that good. You're just that amazing. And so the past always wants to come back. The past always wants to knock on your door. The past always says, can I come back? And you're like, no. And you put your sword up. No, you're not coming back. No, I don't want you. I told you, I put up with you. See, this is how you are. You'll put up with something maybe longer than most, but really halfway into what you're putting up with, you're thinking and master planning on how you can escape. You've already disconnected from that person and they know it. You just let them linger a little longer than they should. And you have to work on that, because what you should be doing is moving away from them. But as you mature through life, you learn to move along, to travel to the other side where it's better, where you're going to meet better people. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles is generosity, because you're going to be generous. You're even, I see, being generous with people that some may consider your enemy, because you don't look at it that way. You just look at them as pathetic and sad and people that tried to pull you down. But you are smart. And what you're going to do is impart a lot of wisdom on a whole lot of people. Like I said earlier, some of you will have thousands of people around you. Some of you will have your community in your neighborhood around you. But whether it is 5 people or 10 million people, you are going to have people that support you, that love you, and that will give. And in turn, you will give. Okay, it's beautiful. And the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Cups is about walking away. And you recently stepped away from something. You said, you know what, these people aren't going to use me. It goes back to that scenario I just created about relationships. And relationships can be anything from a boss to a lover. But you said, you know what, I'm going to figure out my exit plan, and then I'm going to take action on that plan, and then I'm going to move forward. And what you do is you take action on your plan. And when you do, people are left aghast. Their mouths are gapped open because they're like, what? This person is left? They stuck around so long. See, you don't even realize that you get your justice. You don't even realize what you do to people when you do that. When you hold on and you come up with the plan of how you're going to leave. And sometimes you don't even have a plan. Sometimes you just leave. But justice always lands at your feet because these people know that they're not fair. But the King of Wands is coming in and they're going to direct your play. They're going to be a part of whatever you're creating. They're going to be there to advise you and give you counsel. They're going to be your Ace of Cups, somebody that you can dine and dance and have good times with, right? Because you've been bound and chained to all of these other things and people that never really had your best interest at heart. They never did, and you were bound to them. But again, you always had a plan. You don't just get bound to somebody. So now, for no reason, right? Or you don't stick around, I should say. You don't stay bound to someone for long because you're thinking of a master plan. Really, this should be titled, You Always Have a Master Plan. The Lovers comes in, and that is that person, that King of Wands that's going to come in. They're going to be your lover, your confidant, your best friend, because they know that you've dealt with people poking and prodding. They know that you have come out of all of your life, really, this Seven of Wands, this defiance, this negotiating, having to fight. But truth be told, secretly, you love the fight because you know how to win. You're a winner. And that's why the Two of Wands comes in, because there's partnerships and collaborations coming in for you. You're going to get everything that your heart desires. And the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Cups is a Prince Charming, right? We'll leave it at that. And that's your King of Wands, but they're going to come in with their cup. They're going to charm you. They're going to knock you off your feet. But with them, you're going to make the Ten of Pentacles. With them, you're going to have that level of comfort that you didn't think you could ever have. It's not that you haven't achieved 10 of Pentacles, because you have. You're a person that knows how to achieve, right? That Knight of Swords comes in and says, I have something for you. Here's some information that you need to know. Right? I'm coming in, I'm quick, I'm self-assured. Here's what I'm going to give you. So look out for that Knight of Swords because they're coming. You represent the King of Pentacles. You are the one that is creating your wealth. You might think you're small now, but you have no idea how you're going to prosper and grow. But you're putting in the work because you know putting in the work is always what has gotten you what you deserve and what you want. You look around at other people that aren't doing the work, but you have mastered things, and you master things wherever you go. If you go into a job and you don't know anything about it, you will have mastered it in no time, a lot quicker than others, which brings you your wheel of fortune, which makes you a success, which fills your coffers. You're no dummy. You're a high IQ person. And your Four of Wands comes in because that's what you're going to have with that special someone. They're going to give you the Four of Wands. They're going to make you feel comfortable. You're going to be dancing in the streets, and your castle or your abode is behind you. After you've danced and you're sweaty and tired, you get to go into that beautiful home and relax. But you had to start small, and you know that. But now you're on an upward trajectory. You're going to get what you want. You're going to get what you deserve. And you're going to shine that pinnacle that one pinnacle that you have right now. But in time, you're going to have multiple pinnacles. And the Three of Wands steps in. And the Three of Wands says that luck is on your side. You're looking out as your ships are coming in. You see your ships coming in right now. You're watching all of your ships. Some of them are close, and some of them are out there that are coming in and moving closer. The ones that are close are bringing you what you need. And then the ones out there are coming in, and they're going to give you an overflow of what you already have. It's beautiful because your Two of Cups is what you've always wanted. You've always wanted the Two of Cups. You've always wanted that soulmate, that lover, that friendship, and you're going to get that. And keep in mind that this lover or this friendship or this person that I'm talking about, it could be your best friend, it could be your confidant. It doesn't have to be a lover, but for a lot of you it will be. And you're the Queen of Pentacles. You represent the Queen of Pentacles. You are the Queen of Pentacles because you have created this for yourself. And you're the High Priestess because you know what time it is, as they say. The High Priestess is about mystery, but they are psychic, and many of you are heavily psychic. Many of you will do things in the world of psychic. You will help a lot of people in that realm, and it will bring you great fortune. And the Four of Cups is what you set down. You had people like this in your life where you were trying to give them the cup and they were not accepting it because they were like a child. They were the Page of Cups. They were young. They didn't know who you were. They didn't realize who they were dealing with, an amazing person. And your Ace of Pentacles is arriving, right? It's just about more. More is coming in. You might be stressed. You might be thinking, well, is it going to work? Yes, it's going to work. But right now you're in the, I want to hold on tightly because, well, I've had some dry spells and I'm concerned, but I'm telling you, there's no need to be concerned. There's no need to hold on tightly. Why? Because the world is here. Your desirable outcome is here. There's no need to do this anymore. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't know what's going to happen 5 minutes from now. That's the beauty of life, right? That's the beauty of what's going on in your life. You, yes, you, the person I'm talking to. Just be patient because that's what the Knight of Pentacles says. They're all holding pentacles up in the air like, hey, this is your pentacle, you listening, this is your pentacle, and you have multiple pentacles coming. You're the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords doesn't mince her words. The Queen of Swords will tell you like it is. And that's part of your persona. That's part of who you are. And that's part of why so many people appreciate and love you, because you know what is right. You know what to tell people. You're very gifted in that way. People come to you for advice. You're just a good, solid person. You do your contemplation, though. You'll hang from that tree and ponder things. You won't just blurt things out. You will say the right things. You will have the proper bedside manner. And that will bring you your 10 of Cups. That will bring you the love of the people because they know what's in your heart. They know that you're good and you're pure, but you're leaving the 7 of Swords behind. You're leaving betrayals, people deceiving and lying and cheating. Those are the people that, it's like this. You're always going to come across people that demonstrate the 7 of Swords. You're always going to come across that. But for you, it was what you would feel was a lifetime of people like that in your life. But you got really good, like the Queen of Swords also demonstrates how you would just tell those people off. You would tell them what time it is. No, we're not doing that. And then you would be able to celebrate because you would feel proud of what you said. You're like, no, I don't think so. The Page of Wands comes in and they are enthusiastic. And that's you're enthusiastic. You have that burning wand in your hand. It's burning. It's on fire in the best possible way. It's great. It's greatness that you're achieving. And these people that thought that they towered over you, that they had control and power over you, well, you quickly found out that they don't. Because this is you and this is them, right? You have the pentacles. It's like you have all of the gifts. You have everything within you to be a success. Everything that you need is within you. And the 7 of Cups is your good choices. You decided to act on your gifts and you will be blessed for that. The Page of Swords comes in. And the Page of Swords likes to gossip. So just be careful about people gossiping and saying things around you that aren't true. You must call them on that. You cannot allow that to linger because if you do, the Tower will come in and it will shake your foundation. Will it take your foundation? No. But what you need to do is not allow gossip to come in. Don't allow people to ask the wrong questions. They need to ask the right questions. And if they ask the right questions, you will be the King of Cups. If they ask the wrong questions, you will be the Queen of Swords. You see, because you're not going to be left out in the cold anymore, and you're not going to let people take from you or come in and gossip and spread rumors that will put you out in the cold, even though it will not be possible for them to do that. Why? Because you have knowledge, you have wisdom, you're a teacher, you teach, you preach, you let people know what time it is. You don't have time for people gossiping and giving you the Five of Wands where you're trying to put out fires of nonsense and, people giving you the Five of Wands, right? You don't have time for challenges and obstacles, which is why if you nip them early, others will recognize it and they won't try it, and you will have victory over that. You'll have victory over it anyway. Why? Because you're the star. You are the one. You are center stage. It is really all about you. It's no longer about the Five of Cups. It's no longer about feeling that sorrow, that divorce, that pain. You've let it go. That sadness is no longer a part of your life. The 10 or 9 of Swords is what you have left those that did you wrong, because they recognize that they did you wrong. And not only are you the Queen of Swords, but you're also the King of Swords. You're embodying both of these energies. You're very intelligent. You're very high IQ. You're not dumb. But most of all, you are the Empress. You are beautiful, you are smart, you are capable, you are talented. You are not going to let people tie you up and bind you. It's not going to happen. It will not happen. People are no longer going to be able to do this. Why? Because you're strong. You have strength. You have more strength than most people. You are not typical. And your friends would tell you that. Those that you confide in would tell you, you are strong. But many of you don't have a lot of friends because you put that to rest. You don't really have friends because you've learned that, well, people can't always be trusted, and they oftentimes leave me in this sad squirrel place. But there are people that love you, and there are people that you can confide in, and the people that will be your 9 of Cups, and you will see that very soon. You just have to be patient, and you have to believe that a person like that will enter your life. I've already spoken about it. You've been in your hermit mode. You've sat back. You've learned the lessons. You've closed all of those wounds, and you're good. But it took time. And you are the Queen of Cups. You are beautiful with your empathy. You are loving and caring. But people don't mistake your kindness for weakness, right? You want people to know that. And ultimately, you're the magician, which is why you're here right now. You have created everything that you have. You should stand on that hill and look down at everything that you created, because it's amazing, and you are amazing.